How do you recreate those moments that weren't there?
Yeah, we call it the conversational model.
Okay, conversational model, yeah.
And the idea is that the language has to be the natural language that people feel they connect with.
Yeah.
The language that the person uses is the language that you try and use, together with some of your own language. And the idea is that self arises through this conversation, so a particular kind of conversation, special kind. So it's called the conversational model.
Are there practitioners out there that are trained to work in this way?
And they have to be trained by the use of audio tapes.
Okay.
Because it's the tone of the voice that's happening. How would you be able to tell somebody, your supervisor that was training you, what had happened in that little interchange? You wouldn't, because it's so intricate with the tones of voice, etc. So they're all trained by tapes. The people who are being treated this way usually feel more confident. They feel it's like, I've got a lot of brain power actually involved in this. There's not only my therapist.
From your perspective, healing, what does it mean just as a term, healing?
What I'm most proud of is the people that I've trained who are now healers. I can see them, making changes to people that would have been, well, to put it bluntly, on the scrap heap, kind of written off from a medical point of view, spending endless times in hospitals, unable to work, that sort of thing. One of the people who I'd trained, and it's her second case of the person has been in hospital 30 times. Nobody can do anything for her. She's continually mutilating herself, attempting suicide. And the first day she meets the therapist, she comes in with her bags packed and said, it's nice of you to see me, but I make time, but you won't see me again because I'm going away and you won't be able to stop me and I'm going to kill myself. In 2 years, this person is transformed. She's now setting up systems for people in the community to join together to help each other when they have disorders like this.
Great. And so how many people are trained in?
Well, in Australia there would be probably a couple of hundred.
Really? Wow.
We've had training programs in most of the states in Australia. We've had training programs in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And in Australia we've trained most states. The thing is that it's in a way it's quite simple, and some people pick it up very fast.
Yeah.
Like this young woman, this psychiatric nurse, her second case, she picked it up. She didn't have any training. The training was being done on the spot. As she saw my friend, Joan Hallenberg, every week she was being trained on the spot. And at the end of that, she's now a terrific therapist. To get those people working at the coalface, helping them in their work, so they're training on the spot. They're doing it as they're going along. I think is the way to go.
Is there a length of time to train?
Our training is 3 years.
Okay.
I think one case would be 150 hours and the other would be more, But you have to do 2 cases, extensive work.
Yeah.
They both have to be supervised by this method.
Yeah.
And there's also seminars weekly of all this theoretical background that I've built up over 30 years.